Hello again, this is Larry Hayden. Welcome to the Larry Hayden Podcast, where we explore hot topics and the deep meanings and spiritual insights of the Bible. Today our study takes us to the subject of the Dead Sea Scrolls and what their contents mean concerning the reliability of what we know as the Bible. As always, please listen until the end when I'll give you resources to learn more. So let's get started. It was in 1947 when a shepherd boy tending his father's flock in the village of Qumran near the Dead Sea in Israel, made an amazing discovery while looking for a lost goat. There in Qumran, in a hillside cave that had laid untouched for nearly 2,000 years, this 12-year-old boy discovered a collection of large clay jars containing carefully wrapped leather manuscripts. What this boy stumbled upon was an ancient collection of handwritten copies of the Old Testament that dated as far back as the 3rd century before Christ. This was an incredible discovery. These leather and papyrus scrolls were later determined to be nearly 20 centuries old. 10 years and many searches later, 11 caves around the Dead Sea were found to contain tens of thousands of scroll fragments dating from the 3rd century BC to AD 68 and representing an estimated 800 separate works. A skeptic might ask, how do we know the Dead Sea Scrolls are really that old? Well, that's a fair question. The great archaeologist Dr. William F. Albright and other scholars determined the age of the scrolls by carefully examining several things: the weave and pattern of the manuscript cloths, the pottery that housed the manuscripts, and they also examined the coins found alongside the manuscripts. The inscriptions on the coins showed that they were minted between 135 BC and AD 68. And more recently, accelerator mass spectrometry testing was done on the scrolls at the University of Arizona, again confirming their antiquity. The Dead Sea Scrolls and hundreds of other manuscripts dating back to the time of the early church have allowed Bible scholars, translators, and textual critics to recover with a very high degree of certainty the text of the Bible that Jesus quoted and the early Christians used 2,000 years ago. The Dead Sea Scrolls can also give us confidence in the reliability of the Old Testament manuscripts, since there were minimal differences between the manuscripts that had previously been discovered and those that were found in Qumran. Clearly, this is a testament to the way God has preserved His Word down through the centuries, protecting it from extinction and guarding it against significant error. If you'd like to, you can see these manuscripts with your own eyes at the British Museum, Cambridge University Library, Oxford University, the Israel Museum in Jerusalem, and even online at the Center for the Study of New Testament Manuscripts website. That website is www.csntm.org. That's csntm.org. These manuscripts reveal what they said all the way back in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd centuries, say the same things today as they did so long ago. It's my belief that the men who wrote the words of the Bible did so under the divine inspiration of God, and that the Bible is truly the Word of God. I find it compelling that God made sure to preserve His Word not only in traditions handed down, but also by ensuring that the very verbiage used in the text was preserved intact from their inception. Now, here are the resources I mentioned to learn more about God and the Bible. I recommend 3 websites. First, go to gotquestions.org, which is a search box where you can enter your question and find answers to over 77,000 Bible questions. Next, go to alwaysbeready.com by the outstanding Bible scholar Charlie Campbell. Finally, go to my website, larryhaydenpodcast.com, click on Learn the Bible, which contains my personal favorite Bible resources. And this concludes the podcast. Thank you for joining me today. Until next time, be blessed, keep seeking the truth, and I wish you peace always.